Leaders from all walks of life are in awe of the Rebbe's impact on worldwide Jewry. But what few realize is the impact the Rebbe has through his mivtzayim on the students themselves.
When I was first 13, it was really hard for me to say Dvar Torah in front of other people. But when I signed up for YJL, they gave me a route right away. They gave me chalas. The first office I walked into, the guy's like, I went into his office, he smiled, and he like, oh, do you have any words to say? And it just made me comfortable in order to say like a Dvar Torah. And from then on, it was just helps you more and more.
When I first started going on Mivtzayim with the YJL program, I was very unconfident going into an office. I had two older students going with me. They were the ones that said the Dvar Torahs, they shared everything. I was very quiet. So one time they asked me, why don't you say something? I said I wasn't so sure, I didn't know, maybe, yes. So finally I decided, okay, fine, I'll say. So I came in office, I told them I was gonna go, I will say something by an office that I was most comfortable with. So I went into the office, walked in, they greeted us as usual. And this time the older student asked me, now it's your turn. So I went and I started saying a Dvar Torah that we learned in class. And after I finished, the smile that the owner of the business and the workers there gave me was incredible. I felt like the whole world. It was amazing. That is what made me share in the future. I had nothing else to fear.
When you walk into an office, the people are usually very looking forward and they're very welcoming. And from my experience, they're very nice and they're looking forward for you to say something to them, and it makes me feel really comfortable.
So I've been going on Mivtzayim with YJL for the past 2 years, and what I've learned is that every time you meet someone on the train, meet someone on the street, or just asking someone for directions, it all has a purpose and a reason. And this taught me in life that every time I meet someone, I shouldn't just ignore it, and I should take it for the good and find something good out of it.
I just want to thank you to YJL and Rabbi Wolf. They really brought out my courage inside of me.
Let's take a look at a typical Friday that the Bachrim go out on Mivtzayim. New York City has millions of riders, but these young boys are focused. They take Mivtzayim seriously. They review their Dvar Torah on the train. And when they meet someone on the train, there's no random encounter. They know there must be a reason. People are busy on a regular Friday afternoon, closing deals, buying, selling. But when our students come to the offices, people put their meetings on hold. Their phones go busy. Now is tefillin time.
So I give you a small spiel about how we look forward here in my office for the Lubavitch to come on Fridays. So what I do for a living is I sell buildings. I'm on the phone all day. I make 200 phone calls a day, and I get a phone call every Friday around 2-3 p.m. from this fine gentleman here, and I know his caller ID, and I'm usually on the phone when he calls. When he calls, I see his caller ID, I tell the person on the phone, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I realized I have a conference call in 2 minutes. Can I call you back in 20 minutes? And they say, yes, no problem. I put them down, I pick him up before he hangs up. That's in 5 seconds. I pick him up, I say, you're here? He says, yes, I'll be there in 2 minutes. I say, perfect. I hang up, I call the receptionist. I say, hey, we have the boys coming up. He's gonna be here in 2 minutes. She says, perfect. I call my colleague over here on his extender. I say, hey, we're doing rap in 2 minutes. Hang up your call. He says, perfect. He tells the person that he's on the phone with the same thing. We have a conference call. 2 minutes later, we're in this room, we get 2 challahs, we give it to the whole company, we do the most express rap possible, we talk to God for about a whole 30 seconds, but it feels like it's 2 hours, and then we feel fantastic going into Shabbos. You guys are tzaddiks.
When the young leaders come up to the office, they are welcomed like young adults, as an individual who is expected to share knowledge. This is an amazing opportunity for our young boys to mature beyond their years.
So I look forward to each week to seeing my friend Yecheskel and hearing the Parsha of the week, it is truly a joy to see him each week, and happy to call him a friend.
The joy that a student experiences when they share a mitzvah is beautiful and contagious. Everyone sees that the young students are not checking off a to-do list. Mitzvahs are something they truly care for. The dance you just saw on a Friday afternoon in a Wall Street office, what was the occasion? Someone who put on tefillin for the first time. But friends, this is all just the tip of the iceberg. This past year, YJL received a text that will blow you away. Your Bachrim are our Jewish future, true lion cubs of Zion. I'm very happy they lent me the tefillins, and honestly, I did not see any or all the people on Fifth Avenue during the brachot. But when they learned that I spoke very similar Yiddish to theirs, they all expressed a special joy, which my phone camera recorded a rare moment of the last mitzvah before Shabbat. I wish them all a happy, fulfilling future. I'm proud of their teachers and school. Ladies and gentlemen, the story of Avi is a touching one. I want to hereby introduce to you Avi himself, who will share with us the memorable encounter he had with a group of the YJL boys on Fifth Avenue one winter Friday afternoon.